Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great and are absolutely fine. So, students, today I welcome you all in this English class where we're going to learn something new and something very interesting. So, let's begin. Now, students, as you all can know that there are some times when we want to write a letter to someone. All right, it can be anything. The topic can be anything. You want to write a letter for your friend, to write a letter for your teacher, and to write a letter for some your documents purpose, right? So let's understand that these two girls also want to write a letter. All right, on which topic, let's find out. So here two friends are there. All right, they were talking about something. Let's find out what they are talking about. So Disha and Bini, again Disha and Bini, these two are girls, study in the 7th standard. All right, Disha is leaving for a new school for which she needs to write an application for transfer certificate. Clear? So basically what, that Disha is leaving for a new school, and for the admission in the new school she wants what? She wants transfer certificate. Now how to get this transfer certificate? She needs to write an application for her school principal, right? Now both of them go to their English teacher to know how to write an application for a transfer certificate. So basically Disha and Bini don't know how to write an application. So basically what they do, they go for their English teacher to know how to write an application. Alright, so they came to their English teacher and asked her, right, like, ma'am, good morning. I am leaving for a new school. I just needed to know how to write an application for a transfer certificate. Alright. So Disha basically asked to her teacher that, good morning ma'am, I am going for a new school, so that I want a transfer certificate. So basically I don't know how to write an application for a principal sir to get my transfer certificate. So I want you to please teach me how to write an application, right? So Bini said, could you please help us with it? Same as I already told you that the girls want their teacher to teach them how to write an application. So basically Bini said that, could you please help us with it? So ma'am replied, okay sure, let me give you a sample. So ma'am said, I'll give you a sample, according to that you can write your application. Okay. So this is basically, this is what a sample is. This is how you write an application. So this is first of all to and XYZ. What is the meaning of XYZ here? XYZ is the receiver's address. Alright, who received this address, the address should be here of that person, whoever the receiver is. Let me change the color of the pen. Alright, so XYZ means the receiver's address should be here. You can write your receiver's address here. Then the institution name. Alright, then the institution name, then place, date, subject. Subject should be very important. Like everything is very important, every step in the letter writing is very important, but the subject is mainly because everyone should know why you are writing this letter. The subject should be important. All right, then the address of the person, like respected sir, salutation basically. Then the body of the letter, and in body of the letter what you have to write is, in first paragraph you mention, precisely write the purpose. What should you mention? That you should write purpose of the letter writing, why you are writing this letter, you should mention that in the first paragraph. And in second paragraph you politely request to grant that whatever you want, whatever the thing you want, like transfer certificate. So basically in second paragraph you put polite request to grant that document to me, like, please sir, kindly grant. Kindly is a word that indicate politeness. All right, so basically what you have to do is, kindly grant me 2-day leave, kindly grant me my transfer certificate, like that. All right, and in the end you write your sincerely, obediently / obediently, whatever it is, sincerely or obediently, basically it's obediently. All right, and your name. Now let's understand about the formal letter writing. So as I already told you before that sometimes you want to write a letter to someone. It can be your friend, it can be your mother, it can be your relatives, it can be anything. And sometimes you want to you want some documents from your school, some documents from your offices, like not your offices but your father's offices and like that. Your father wants some application documents from their offices, your mother wants some documents from their offices. So like in office purposes, like in business purposes or office purposes, when we write a letter to that institution, like you want to some documents from your school, you want your mark sheet from your school, all right, so you write an application, right? So whatever application you write to institution, some institution, that's what we call a formal letter writing. Clear? When you write a letter to institution, to offices, to some formal institutions, that we call as a formal letter writing. And informal writing we can use, like we can write a letter to our friend, to our relatives, to a ma'am, whatever it is, all right. So basically formal letter writing, I hope everyone now know what is formal letter writing is, all right. Now this is first question for you all. The question is, which among the following is not a formal letter? Alright. A. Transfer certificate letter. B. Letter to a friend. C. Letter to an editor. And D. Resignation letter. Your time starts now. Very simple question. I hope everyone know this answer. Alright students, time is up. So as I already told you that difference between, what is the difference between formal writing and informal writing. So informal writing is like you can write a letter to your friend, to your relatives, to whatever your close ones is, alright. And which is not a formal writing, and what is formal writing is, formal writing is basically what you write, and to write a application for your institution, for some offices, all right. So here transfer certificate letter, you write transfer certificate for your institute, all right. Letter to an editor, you write letter to an editor for offices, because editor sitting in the office, all right, he is not your friend, he is not your relative, all right. So when you write a letter to an editor, it is basically you write a letter to some offices, all right. And resignation letter is also for offices. If you want to resign from some offices, you write letter for that office, all right. So basically the question is, which among the following is not a formal writing? Is letter to a friend, because it is a informal writing. So option B here is the correct option. Let's move forward now. Before writing a formal letter, take these points under consideration, alright. Before writing some letter or before writing a formal letter, you need to know some points, alright, some important points, like what? First is whom you are addressing to. As I already told you, when you write a letter, after to you need to write a receiver's address. So basically it is important that whom you are addressing to the principal, to the editor, to the whatever it is, to your boss, to the boss, and whatever it is. So basically you need to write that whom you are addressing to. Name of the institution is also important. Place and date is also important, alright. Then subject is also important, and then be short and precise. Also this is a very important point, that when you are writing a letter, please keep in your mind that you should be short and precise. You don't need to write a letter for 2-3 pages. No, it should be short and precise and clear. Short, precise and clear, that you want this, and that's clear, all right. Now, so basically this is again a sample for you all. Alright, let's read it. To the principal, Karara Higher Secondary School, Karara, Assam, date 14th May 2024. Now let's understand. To the principal whom you are addressing to, you need to what I before this we learned about, you need to keep some points in your mind. First is whom you are addressing to. So here in this application, to the principal, this is whom you are addressing to, whom you are addressing to. Alright, then the institution name, Karara Higher Secondary School, then place, Karara, Assam, then date should be here. Alright, then the subject should be here. Clear? Alright, let's understand now. Subject is prayer for issuing a transfer certificate. Sir, salutation is always there. Alright, sir, in inviting your kind attention to the subject cited above, I would like to inform you that I am a student of class 8 of your school. My father is a PWD employee. He has been working at Ranjia division for a period of 5 years. Since the job is transferable, he was recently transferred to Dibrugarh PWD office. He has already shifted to Dibrugarh and joined in the new office. Our family will have to shift there soon. I therefore request you kindly to issue, see here, kindly, a polite request. In second paragraph, you should mention polite request. Alright. So, I therefore request you kindly to issue a transfer certificate in my favor so that I may seek admission in a new school there without any difficulty. All the school dues have been paid by me. This is for favor of your information and sympathetic consideration. Yours obediently, Disha Devi. Alright. Now, as we know that there are some points that we should keep in our mind when we are writing a letter. So firstly what? Firstly whom you are addressing to, then the institution name, then the place, then the date, then the subject, then salutation is always there. Alright, then the body of the letter. In body of the letter there should be precise and short and clear. So in this letter, as you all can see, that Disha put everything very clear that I am going to a new place. My father is a this. My father is because his job is transferable. He is transferred to some other place. He joined there. We are going. So everything is very clear and short. All right. So this is how you write a letter. Clear? Okay. Let's move forward now. Again, a question for you all. Which of the following comes first when writing a formal letter? Alright, which of the following comes first when writing a formal letter? Your options are subject, complimentary clause, address of the sender and date. Your time starts now. Alright students, time up. So here, as you all can know, now which of the following comes first when writing a formal letter? So before subject there should be date. Alright, complimentary clause in the end, like yours obediently, yours sincerely, yours faithfully is the complimentary clause. Address of the sender should be at last. Alright, so here the thing that should come first among these four is the date. Alright, so here option D is the correct option here. Alright, clear? Let's move forward now. Arrange the following parts of a letter. Yours obediently, to the principal, with due respect, I beg to state that. So, first is to the principal, then with due respect, I beg to state that, and at last, yours obediently. And then Pratha is the last thing. Clear? To the principal is first come is to the principal, then the with due respect, I beg to state that this is the body of the letter, this is complimentary clause. Clear? Again, a question for you all. Where do we write with due respect? A. After to. B. Before the receiver's address. C. After sir or ma'am. D. After your obediently. Your time starts now. Sorry. Alright students, time is up. So here the question is, where do we write with due respect? So it is basically very simple question, that you write with due respects after what? After salutation, after sir or ma'am. To the principal, after to, you write to the principal, then the institution name, date and place. After that the subject is there, and after that sir or ma'am, salutation, and then the with due respect, I want to state that I beg to state that I am a student of this class, I want this and whatever it is. Alright. So basically option C here is the correct answer, that you write with due respect after sir or ma'am. Clear? So option C here is the correct option. Let's move forward now. Why do we use formal letter? Now, why there is a need of formal letters? Let's find out. We get more precise when writing. Alright. So basically in formal letter we get more precise when we writing a letter. The writing document stay as a proof. So in formal writing, the writing document stay as a proof. Alright. The writing can be conveyed to more than one person. This writing, formal writing, can be conveyed to more than one person. Alright. Okay. Now, let's understand this formal writing with few more examples. Like here again Disha and Bini is standing there and there is raining outside in their home. Alright. So Disha and Bini area is under flood. Alright. They wish that people of Assam should get to know about it. What they want? They want that people of Assam should get to know about it. So, house number 37, Barovari, Uzan Bazar, Guwahati, 24th February 2024. Dearest sir, my area is underwater. We cannot go out and there is a little water to drink. Please look at us and manage something. We are in danger. Your lovingly, Bini Sharma. No. So basically what is happening is that Disha and Bini place is under flood. So Disha and Bini decided to write a application again to the editor. So like Disha or Bini, whoever it is, Bini. So Bini write a letter to the editor like this, because she knew that ma'am teaches us like that, we can write an application to editor same as we write an application to the principal. So this is how she write an application for the editor. Now you tell me, is this the right way to write an application to the editor? Tell me. Of course no. No, this is not we can write an application to the editor. How we can write an application to the editor? Let's find out. Now, Disha told Bini, this is not how we write letters to the editors. Alright. I guess you remember how our teacher taught us in our English class, that how to write an application to the principal, to the editor, to the whoever. Alright. So, basically, when you write an application to the editor, this is the kind of sample you use. First is receiver's address should be here. then the date, example 24th April 2024, then dear XYZ, dear editor, whoever it is, then the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph. In first paragraph you put general perspective of the letter or of the topic, then in second paragraph opinion, experience sharing, and in third paragraph concluding sentences. And at last, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, then your name, that is complimentary close. Clear? This is the sample how you write in application to the editor. Okay, now here is a letter for the editor. The editor, the Assam Tribhuvan Guwahati, then the date. This is the receiver's address, whom we are writing to or whom we are addressing to. Then the date. Then, dear sir, flood is a quite common phenomena in Assam since many years. Because of flood, we suffer from different kind of problem every year. Like every year, this year also our area is under the water. We belong to INB road area of Khokrazar district. People's houses have been destroyed, many animals have been killed, and many people are sick because of flood. But we are not getting enough help and support from the authority. We just want it to be noticed. A few NGOs have been trying to help us in many ways. We will always be grateful to them. Yours sincerely, Disha Devi, then their place name, that is Khokrazar. Alright, so this is the right way of writing a letter to an editor. Alright. Again, a question for you all students. A letter to an editor is written when? Alright, a letter to an editor is written when A. There is a wedding in the family. There is an issue in the society. C. We need to invite people to a party. And D. We need a transfer certificate. Your time starts now. Okay students, time is up. So basically the question is what? A letter to an editor is written when? First you need to know what is an editor. What is a letter to an editor? Editor means what? Editor means someone in authority who if you write some letter to editor, if they want or if they like your letter and if they consider your letter like this is a serious issue of this society, of this area or whatever it is, so they put this into the newspaper. So the higher authorities see that and take action to that particular problem. Alright. So basically editor do what? Editor do that they put your whatever issue in the newspaper. So can higher authority can see that and take action on that. Clear? So if there is a wedding in the family, do you write a letter to an editor if there is a family, if there is a wedding in your family? No, of course not. It is a informal writing, informal formal writing. Alright. Then there is an issue in the society. Of course, if there is an issue in society, you write your application to the editor so that higher authority, they put in the newspapers, then the higher authority can take action on that particular issue. Alright. We need to invite people to a party? No, this is also informal writing. And we need a transfer certificate? No. For that we, if we want transfer certificate, no, then we write a application to the, of course it is a formal writing. It is also a formal writing. But the difference between these two is that for transfer certificate, we don't need to write an application to the editor. We write application to the principal. Clear? And when we need we want some issue solved in a society, so we write an application to the editor, not the principal. Clear the difference between these two? Alright, so and these two, this is informal writing and this is also a informal writing. Alright, clear? So now, so there is an issue. If there is an issue in your society, if there is a heavy rain in your society and there are potholes in your society, so you consider or you write an application to the editor, not the principal. Clear? So option B here is the correct option. Clear? Let's move forward now. Exam corner. Alright, now let's understand that there is some question that can ask in your exams as well. Write a letter to the editor of a local daily expressing your concern over the incidents of crime against women in Assam. Alright, so what you have to do is you have to write a letter to the editor of a local daily expressing, alright, your concerns over the incidents of crime against women in Assam. So basically this will be your subject, alright, and this will be a what? This will be your receiver's address, alright. So now you know that how you write an application to the editor, that receiver's address, let me write it, receiver's address, then the date and place, then sir, dear sir or whatever, dear sir, then the paragraph, okay. In paragraph 1 you need to purpose of the writing, then your experience sharing, and in third paragraph you conclude the statement, and at last you write complimentary clause, ended with the complimentary clause, and should place your name. Again, a second thing, write a second question. Write a letter to the editor of a local newspaper expressing your opinion over election of Assam. Alright. So again, opinion, your opinion over election of Assam. Election of Assam is the your subject. Alright, subject of the letter writing, and then local newspaper expressing your editor of a local. This is what? This is your receiver's address. Again same thing, receiver's address, then date, then dear sir salutation, then there should be the paragraph, and it should be, just keep in your mind that it should be precise and short. Alright, precise, short and clear. Alright, clear, it should be short and clear. Clear? Now expressing your opinion over election of Assam. So election of Assam will be your topic of the letter writing. Again, question for you all. Which part of a letter is it? Your faithfully. A. Leave taking. B. Subject. C. Salutation. D. Complimentary clause. Very simple question. Your time starts now. Okay students, time is up. So which part of a letter is it? Your faithfully. Very simple. This is the complimentary clause. Alright, this is what? This is the complimentary clause. So option D here is the right answer. Now let's understand the summary of this session. So when you write an application for your principal or for your teacher, alright, so how you write an application? You need some points keep in your mind. Like first point is that whom you are addressing to. Alright, whom you are addressing to the principal, to the teacher, whoever it is. So the basically first point is whom you are addressing to should be here. Then the institution name is here. Then the place, then date. Alright, after that subject should be here. Whatever you want, you need 2-day sick leave, you want 1-day leave, you want 6-day leave, you want transfer certificate, you need some document from your school, whatever it is, the subject should be here, and subject should be clear also. Alright, then the address of the person, like sir, respected sir, respected ma'am. Alright, then there should be two paragraphs. In first paragraph, basically you write the purpose of the letter writing. Alright, why you are writing this letter, what you want. So it should be there, and also it should be short and precise. Then in setting a paragraph, you put the kindly request, polite request should be there. Alright, and at last the complimentary clause, that is your sincerely, your obediently. You are a student, so you put your obediently. Alright, then your name. Clear? This is the way how you write a letter. So keep in your mind, just keep in your mind 6 things that how you write a letter. Whom you are addressing to, then the institution name, then place, then date, then subject, then the salutation, dear sir, ma'am, whatever, then the body of the letter. In first paragraph, purpose of the writing. In second paragraph, there should be a polite request, and at last there should be a complimentary clause. Your obediently, whatever your name is. Clear? So keep in your mind these things, these steps. After that, you are like good to go. You can easily write a letter. Alright, then how you write an application, how to write a letter to the editor. Again, there is a receiver's address. Alright, then the date of that, when you are writing that letter, then the date should be there. Then XYZ, dear sir, dear ma'am, whatever it is. Then there should be a paragraphs, like first paragraph there is a general perspective of the letter. Alright, in second paragraph you put opinion sharing, like in our place this is happened, this is happened in many times, and there is no one should help us, and there many authorities help us, but many don't, like that. Alright, and in third paragraph conclude the sentence that we need this help, please help us, and with that whatever it is. And then again complimentary clause, your sincerely, your faithfully, and then your name. Alright, so basically this is how we write a letter to the editor. Alright, like receiver's address first, then the date, then XYZ, dear sir and ma'am, whatever, then the body of the letter, and after that complimentary clause. This is how we write our application to the editor. So just keep in your mind these points while you are writing a letter to the editor, and while you are writing a letter to the principal or to the authority, whatever it is. Alright, so keep in your mind some letters or some what we call it, some points, and then you're good to go. Alright, again question for you all. Alright students, so this is basically last question of this session, that how you feel, how do you like this session? A, happy, quite good, satisfactory, and confused. Your time starts now. Alright my dear students, I hope, thank you very much, I hope everyone now know how to write a formal letter to authority, to the principal, whatever you want, your documents, your mark sheet, your transfer certificate, how to write an application, and how to write a letter to the editor. I hope everyone should know now, and you can practice them in your home as well. Alright, so we will meet you in the next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and have a good day.